Yes, you shall.
Welcome back, Arcanist Armory fans. This is Arcanist Adventures, episode 10. Take 2, because our power died after recording the full session last time. But we've decided to start over and go from where we were. As this will be our 10th episode uploading, you can, for the next 2 weeks, until the 15th of May, right? Yeah, until May 15th, you can use the discount code on our website. Let's use episode 10 in all caps. You can will be good for 10% off any item on arcanistarmory.com. And you can use that code as many times as you want. It will get you points for our Secret Points Club as well.
It's so secret now.
It only becomes not secret if people watch these.
True.
So let your friends know. I would love for our Secret Points Club to be slightly more popular. We did send out our first freebie for the Secret Points Club this week. But okay. One moment. Okay, we are down one dice goblin, but she is happily on the other side of the room. Now we are returning to where we were last. We've had a nice, productive shopping session in which the party was sealed in a pocket dimension, and in order to get out, Bouge bought. Tell everyone.
I bought a staff and got a free box.
Yep. And now, next to make a purchase was Susan Booker, who got a lovely set of kitchen knives.
No, they're daggers.
And was teleported directly through the side of the tent and is beginning to rethink her purchase. And
no.
Tamira purchased
dish rag.
The spell removal dish rag. Good for all of your spell cleanup of 1 foot or smaller. And
hopefully I don't need to use it.
As we left off, she was speaking to Bouge outside the tent, who felt a strong desire to go over to the local vegetable dealer's cart. Artemilius did not enter the tent. He was with Lissy, the party's newest addition, the giant lizard mount for Susan.
Yes.
Okay, this is where we are. Everyone go ahead and start.
Nice Susan containment device.
Yeah, if you want to figure out how to get it unlocked, I'm going to go talk to the veggie dealer.
Talk? Why do you need to talk to the veggie dealer?
I'll figure that out when I get there.
Okay.
One can be too familiar with vegetables.
Gonna go over.
Upon approaching the vegetable dealer, the staff issues a command and a pulse passes through. The vegetable dealer's produce is encased in a thin layer of ice. He looks over at Bouge and says, "Wow, don't know how you did it, but thank you." My vegetables have begun to wilt. It's so hot in this blasted heat. I don't know whether you got ice this time of year, but
I'm not sure where it came from either. I think the staff has a mind of its own.
well, thank it for me. At which the staff in Bouja's hands emits a kind of confused sentiment.
It's okay. I don't know how things happen either.
I guess I'll investigate the box. See if I can get it open. And I might actually do it.
Or Millies, can you bring the bag over here? I have someone I wanted to meet.
Yeah, he
I
Artemilius
rolled a
comes
26
over.
to investigate the box.
Okay, you find a almost invisible seam in the chains that as you've been pulling around on the chains, you find them very solid except for the very small seam. You find that as you pull them apart, they feel like they want to reconnect to each other, but with not too much strength, you can pull them apart. There's a clean break, and you can let them fall to the ground if you wish.
Might as well at this point.
And the box just has a simple lid if you want to try to open it.
Sure.
Okay.
We're leaving the lights on.
You remove the lid on the box, and inside you see a...
You're about to.
So, opening the box, inside you see what appears to be a hat, has a round brim and a tall cylindrical top, and you see a little stick of wood with a white band on the end,
Okay.
and that's it.
Just a stick with a white band.
And a hat.
Evidently, the stick's horrendous.
You could
Maybe
make
would you
it.
like a hat?
You could attempt an Arcana or something if you wanted, but
Sure. 9. Okay, I thought that was a 2.
you cannot fathom the.
Actually,
Oh.
I rolled a 26.
It's 9 plus 30. No, 16.
9, 16, whatever. 16.
I was like, what modifier do you have that takes it from an
Sorry,
8 to a
16.
26?
16.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
I'm
You
using my arm,
you think that you've seen stage performers, charlatans. You use things like this to feign magic, but you don't get any magic sense off of either item.
Cool. Oh, well. Good thing this was free. This is a ripoff.
Pretty good. It's a Susan containment unit.
Yeah. It's true.
Okay. So.
Wait for when Lissy fails.
Actually, she can carry some stuff, so that'll be nice too.
We'll just put
Anyway.
Susan in the box on Lizzie.
Speaking of Susan, where is she?
I don't know.
Okay, at this point, Susan, what are you doing? You've come out of the tent, and there are now 4 daggers circling in the air around you.
Isn't there only 3 because I'm holding one?
Yes, you did grab one as you were coming out of the tent.
So
The one in your hand is attempting to wiggle out.
I'm gonna try and catch the other knives.
Okay. Go ahead and make a grapple check. You may use either strength or dexterity, whichever you would like.
Wait. Do I roll D20 for that?
Yeah.
What did? 12.
You are able to pick up one of them. The other two are still circling, and they lash in for an attack. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah.
That is 3 points of piercing damage. And oh my goodness, a 23 probably also hits. 4 points of piercing damage.
We're not done.
Perfect.
Okay. And the two remaining, oh my goodness, make a contested grapple. So roll your grapple again.
Hey. That was 7.
Okay. Both of the remaining ones manage to slip out of your grasp and continue rotating around you, but they don't get to get in and attack this turn.
Perfect.
Okay. What will the rest of everybody do?
Waiting for Arcanist to get over here.
Artemiles does make it over fairly quickly. You've noticed he walks very fast when he has the mind to.
Okay. I ask him for the bag.
Okay. He hands the bag over.
Okay. So I take the bag and I take the staff and say, can I stick the top of the staff in the bag? Like this. And just say, meet each other. Hey bag, this is staff.
Okay.
Unless you have a name. Unless you have a name.
Always
Okay.
get a response.
So you suddenly feel the urge to keep the tip of the staff in the bag.
Okay.
You feel a strange connection to another entity. And the scepter commands the entity in the bag to retrieve the best ice item it can.
Where are your dice?
Okay. From the bag emerges a nice cold flagon of ale. The staff kind of gives up a little grumbling feeling, but
If it messed up again, didn't it?
one moment.
Okay.
Okay.
So you hand me a flagon of ale.
Yes, you have a chilled flagon of ale and feel a grumbling coming from your staff.
I'm gonna hand it back and say, put it back in the bag and say, this isn't what he was looking for.
Okay. You hear a happy chittering and no slurring this time.
He did not decide to drink it this time.
Might not be ale.
I don't know. Bruce doesn't care.
Susan may be missing Tancred now.
No, Susan
I have my
has her tankard in her hand.
Yes.
No times.
In the hand that's not grappling the daggers.
Yep.
She's offhand wielding her
Okay.
tankard. Anyway,
That sounds about right.
so Boosh, I want, let's see, you're a caster, cleric. I want you to make an Arcana check to see if I will allow you to make a perception check.
Okay. Arcana, here it goes. Oh, that's an 8.
Okay. You do not perceive anything as a message is sent somewhere from the depths of the bag.
Okay.
While this is going on, I'm gonna go walk around the side to see what Susan's up to.
Okay. Walking around the side, I want you to make a perception check.
Maybe.
She is in the shadow behind the tent.
Perception?
Yes.
18.
Okay. You see a swarm of animated daggers flying around Susan that she appears to be swatting for.
Okay.
The water? Good shoes?
They look very much like the daggers you just saw her purchase.
I think she got the wrong end of that deal. Susan, are you okay?
Yeah. These stupid daggers keep running away from me.
Yeah, I think you would have picked something a little more easy to hold.
One moment. Goblin troubles again.
That's where we are.
Okay. So Susan's daggers are not cooperating.
At this point, I don't have any reason not to trust food other than he throws someone's vegetables.
But the guys seem to be happy about it.
So it wasn't malicious. So I'm gonna go try and help Susan. Susan, do you need help with those daggers?
Yeah. Catch them for me, will ya?
So strength check?
Or Dex, whichever you prefer.
Dex. 20. 22.
Okay, you are able to catch all of
The
the
remaining?
4 daggers, and they all fall
Thought
inert.
she had 2.
No, they escaped.
Oh, I got all 4 of them.
Yeah, you were able to catch all 4, and they fall inert. It seems like you're just holding regular daggers.
I don't trust them, so I'm going to pull up the dish rag. I'm gonna try
Alright.
and get them.
Make a spell check using your casting modifier.
I got 2 spells.
And
I got a 21. Yeah. On my modifier, I'm sorry, 18. I saw my put my attack on.
Okay. They don't move.
You wait a little longer.
A minute passes and they still don't move.
There you go.
Thank you.
They shouldn't escape from you
I put them in my bag.
now.
Okay. We'll get back to that later. Let's see, how long does this say?
With that, I guess I'll go back
Okay.
to. I'll make my way back there. So whatever's going
And I follow her.
I think they like each other, Artemis. The bag and the staff, they like each other.
Oh, good.
You want me to leave it just like that?
Okay. Seems fair.
Yeah. They're having a play date, I guess.
Okay. Let me see. Would that happen first or the other? Okay. It would be that is close. Okay. You see coming through the market towards you a jet black furred tabaxi clad in leather, dark leathers. And he walks up to Susan and says, "Oh, hello. I see you're holding the tankard. I keep returning it to the tavern when I find it. I'm SD. They said you've been looking for me."
You keep. Why do you keep stealing my tankard?
Actually, that's all a big misunderstanding. It just glows so bright. I'm looking for other things. I really don't want it. I hope there's no hard feelings.
I'll keep an eye out on you.
That has reason. Well, have you seen a small bag? It looks all black inside.
That's generally most bags. Do you have a little bit more of a description?
Well, yeah, I can't see the inside of the bag.
Does it throw things at people?
Not to my recollection.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, our bag's quite aggressive.
He stands there and seems to be trying to sense for something. And
I'm gonna go back to Bouge.
And then turns towards where Bouge is standing. He still can't see him because he's on the other side of the tent, but he walks where Tamira knows straight in the direction that Bouge is, as if he can sense where the bag is.
I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm just gonna get over there as fast as I can.
Okay.
I don't trust this man.
I might as well follow her.
Okay. At about this time, you feel a weird wiggling in your backpack.
So I take off my backpack and go to reach for the knife.
Okay. As you pull the flap up, two knives fly out. Your bag is still wriggling a little bit, but the other two didn't quite make it out. It's been about 10 minutes since she ran the rag over them.
Hey, I think your rag broke it.
My rag broke it?
Look.
They were quiet for at least a few minutes. I'm being attacked.
SD hears you call out and looks over his shoulder and says, "Oh, I see you got some of Ivan's wares."
Yeah, so far I don't recommend them.
Yeah, I don't either.
Is it worth it?
What worth it?
Who are you asked?
I think she means
Well, I visited Ivan a little while ago, but he didn't really have anything that I found worth it.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm a bit of a magic connoisseur, but I'm not what you would call a wizard or anything, but I like to learn all I can about what different societies can use for casting. And I can do some of the basic rituals that I come across. So I'm always looking for new ways to do that. Other than that, I help out around the city, help fend off monster attacks.
I say.
Yeah, I try to keep out of the governor's way because he doesn't really like me, but
Why doesn't the governor like you?
he doesn't like anybody that challenges the authority of the system. And Artemilius looks over at that comment and says, "I can vouch for that."
Well, they're talking. I'm assuming you're not. Where are we?
So you have come about halfway to Bouge, but SD has kind of stopped walking while the daggers are
So I'm
floating
going to
around.
send a message to Bouge that says, "Watch out! I think he's looking for our bag." And I don't trust him.
There's somebody looking for a bag that's not trustworthy. Tamira said so.
Okay. Artemilius will look around and he sees a couple of people are looking your direction. The bag
Gets the description.
the vegetable seller, pretty much all of the vendors, because it's kind of a slow market day and they just saw you ice someone's vegetables. So pretty much any head in the area is turned towards you that isn't currently selling something.
Well,
Probably coming from around the side of the tent where Tamira went.
Yeah, I mean there are market goers all over, so
Yeah, I'm just talking to
it's not a
Artemis.
really busy day, but there
Yeah.
are vendors.
Yeah, I'm telling Artemis that it's probably coming from around the side of the tent.
All right.
I'm not looking super comfortable either.
So, what would you like some help with those daggers?
Yeah.
Oh, 28.
Um,
No.
One moment.
They're all one.
She's eating things. Don't give her dice.
So, the sneaky dungeon master will come over and make a claw swipe at one of the daggers. Okay, that is a 20 to hit. It does hit, and this is magical damage. 8 points. Okay. Okay, there we are. And the dagger keeps hovering around. Oh, wait. That's right. It's twin attack. 16 also hits. 8 more points. Okay. Let me see if that drops the dagger.
It stays in. Stone.
It does. With a twin slash of his claws, the dagger falls prone to the ground. This time, it seems like it's chipped through the handle, so it cracks through and then stops moving. The other one's still hovering around. It makes a feint for Susan. Is it 22?
Yes.
2 points of piercing damage.
Not terrible.
Okay.
Wow.
The two in your pack seem to be struggling kind of lethargic, like they're still kicking off the effects of whatever the rag did.
Hey.
Now roll initiative.
Everyone or?
Anyone directly involved. So let's go Sneaky Dungeon Master, Liz, Tamara, and Susan.
18.
Okay. You are up first, Tamara.
Let's see what I have. Where are the daggers?
So one is
Where are the
broken on the
active
ground.
daggers?
One is floating around her, making swipes at her.
And then there are 2 in my pack.
Is it close to her head or is it like above her head?
It's like making feints at her shoulders and torso area.
Ah, darn it! I was gonna Ray of Frost it. So... Would I hit her? Okay, we're gonna do a Ray of Frost. And I got a 24.
Okay.
To hit the dagger.
That does hit.
So
Roll damage.
I need my other dice, which I had. 8 for the spaceship. Takes 1d and levels 2d. Got it. 1, 7, so 8.
Okay.
And his speed is reduced by 10 feet, so it's starting my next turn.
Okay.
Not that it helps, but. One second.
Okay. Our goblin wardrobe malfunction has been fixed, and we are back to Susan, Tamira, and SD dealing with the remaining daggers.
And I
It is
just whipped.
Tamira's turn.
I just whipped.
Yes, she has hit with Ray of Frost. The dagger is still flying, slightly slower. And it is now the dagger's turn. Takes another swipe
Yeah.
Yes.
and hits.
Not right now.
2 points of piercing damage. The ones in the bag stay in the bag. Still rumbling around. And then we are up to Susan.
What do you do, Susan?
Well, I guess I try and fight the other dagger.
Okay.
With the
Where
dagger.
my dagger.
You grapple a dagger and smash it into it. Use your tankard.
I'm trying to grab the dagger while keeping it away from me.
Okay. Grapple.
So, yeah.
You miss. Yes. You do not manage to grab it. And Sneaky Dungeon Master will take a swipe at it. He misses. And he misses.
Wow.
And we are back up to Tamira.
Okay.
Apparently you got the good dice today.
I brought them.
You real good for me. I will use you more.
We'll tell you later. I guess I'll just try Ray of Frost again. You broke it. I rolled a 10.
Miss. Now
It's a dagger.
The dagger.
yeah, that hits. 3 points of piercing damage. And neither of them make it out of your bag.
Well, at least
Bag
we got
okay?
that going for us.
And then it's
then I'm
Estes'
gonna-
turn.
No,
They
well,
don't-
It's your turn.
If you were to look closely, they seem to be tightly packed enough into the bag that they can't actually move well enough to damage much. Yeah, it's
My turn. I'm gonna try and grapple him again.
I have an idea.
Nope. Fail.
yeah, go. Now SD. Okay, that is a crit. That will be 2 of these. Nine points. It already took some. It shatters from the cold plus the strike. And he reaches in to see if he can fish one out of your pack. He is able to grab one. It falls inert as soon as he pulls it out of your pack. One is still moving around.
Alright.
So one is loose, or one.
One is moving around in the pack. One is in his hand, not moving.
Which means it's my turn.
Mhm.
I think our best bet is just to destroy these, so. I don't touch spell. No, it's a bit of a fireball's a bit overkill.
Yeah, it may kill over and beyond the.
Could I feasibly use Mage Hand to pull the dagger out?
Yeah, it's under 5 pounds.
Okay. I'll cast Mage Hand and try and pull the dagger out with the Mage Hand.
Okay, make your spell casting grapple.
This is my strength.
Use your spell casting
That's
modifier.
only a modifier. Dirty 20.
Okay. You are able to get the dagger out. It falls inert while it is grabbed. And is just floating wherever you put your mage hand.
Okay.
Put it in the trash because
His trash.
Oh. Float it back through the door of the tent. No.
I found this is for you now.
Okay. So SD has one. Tamara has one. Do you do anything else?
I mean, I have it for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably just destroy them, though.
I can kick it.
You can kick it.
Drop kick the dagger.
Oh, please don't step on the dagger.
I can pin it down. Actually, you guys got it.
I mean, I can always just ray across the Mage Hand.
Yeah. SD will take his and attempt to break it over his knee. Okay. The dagger shatters.
That'll require me to hold it.
I'll hold it.
You want me to freeze you?
I'll hold it, you punch.
Set it on the ground, yeah.
Mage hand it up 30 feet and then fireball it.
Lower by the tent.
If it's 30 feet up, it won't be.
How tall is the tent?
Not 30 feet.
No.
Do you do 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
Nice one. Ray of Frost is free.
Yeah.
Roll the 10.
Nice.
It's true.
You hit the mage hand. It is now moving slightly slower.
20 feet movement.
Yeah,
No, because then I actually cast it.
you cast.
Oh, I missed. True.
So if you hit the mage hand, then it still happens.
True. Okay. Well, do you want to do it?
Tamara, do you have anything that you're going to do with the floating dagger?
I want to squish it.
Like I said, I could kick it.
This is also
Go ahead.
Chimera.
I'm gonna kick it.
Make an acrobatics check.
Move it
Flying
up.
sidekick.
14.
Miss.
I put the hand up just as she comes to kick it. I'm not bandaging that foot.
We run a Charlie Brown. It lifts. You flip over and die.
I didn't roll that turn.
No.
That would have been a 1.
Yes.
I guess I'll bring it down and.
As
I thought I could squish
SD
things with the mage.
SD will see if he can
What's the other one?
chop through it while it's hovering there. Nope. They can't quite get the angle on it.
We'll just try again.
Can Artemilli's and I see what they're doing?
No.
I rolled a 15 to hit it with Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Miss.
Okay. I'm done with this thing.
I'm gonna try and kick it again.
Okay.
16.
Miss.
Stupid delegate.
And what's his modifier? Miss.
Oh, it's invincible.
Rouge.
You know what?
Okay, you call out to Boosh.
I'll just take it over to Bush. It's no longer slow.
What do you want her to do with it?
Break
Break
it!
it. Sit on it.
Stick it in the bag.
I attempt to break it unless
Okay.
the
Go ahead.
Do we really want that on
staff
our hands?
wants me to not.
No, maybe it doesn't care. You are still holding it with one hand, though, so I'm going to give you disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, that's like 6.
Ah!
With one hand in your trunk, you are unable to.
You
break
can hold the staff
dagger.
with this.
I can hold the staff with my trunk and just use my hands to break it.
Okay, I'll let you try again with regular.
This isn't working.
Nope.
9. Ah!
Okay.
You put it
I'm
in the
gonna ask
bag.
the staff if he knows how to break the dagger.
Oosh for the win. They're exasperated with this dagger.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's good. Persuasion. Oh, 18.
One moment.
The bag has been persuaded. The staff has been persuaded.
Persuasion is what modifier?
Charisma.
Yeah. It's you feel fine. A thin sheen of ice coats the dagger. It doesn't seem to damage the dagger at all. But the staff says you should be able to do it now.
Okay. Now attempt to break it. That's 12.
Okay. With the help of the added cold, you are able to break the dagger.
Stupid daggers.
And that is the last of the daggers. SD sees the bag that you are holding.
That I have
the staff is stuck into. He says, "Hey, I think that's my bag."
I don't know.
Are you
His
sure?
staff, is that his bag?
You feel from the bag, no, it's mine now. And from the staff, no, it's mine now.
I'm gonna ask the bag. Hey, bag, is he your master?
We already covered that you don't understand its language. You do hear a chittering.
Does it sound positive or negative? I can make an insight check if you need to.
With the staff in the bag, make an insight check.
20, 30.
Give me 10 minutes and I can figure it out. 10 minutes I can understand it.
Not natural
Okay.
20. What impression do I get? The chitter?
You get a confused chitter.
I don't have it prepared, but I can ritually cast comprehend languages.
You'll have to take it up with the staff. The staff says it's his bag, and this bag doesn't know. So.
Now, SD stares at the bag, and you feel, while connected, a battle of wills. Aha! Okay. You feel a. Oh, and that is. Make a strength check. Yes.
Okay. Is it check or save?
Check.
It actually doesn't matter.
Do you want to sit on my lap or just on my back?
Yep,
Okay.
18.
You feel the staff starting to be drawn into the bag. And you feel the connection on the other side of the staff connection sever as the staff starts being pulled into the bag, but you're strong enough and the staff does not want to be pulled in, that the staff does not make it into the bag.
No more.
Okay.
No more.
You
Like
can
fun.
have your bag back, but you don't get to take my staff with it.
The staff, as you say that, says, "No, I want the bag."
But you have to take the bag. Although you still have to take it up with the staff. It says it's the bag itself.
Okay. So
I want the bag.
with that, SD will attempt to grab the staff. So
Probably not hiding
No.
the facet.
no.
Perfect time for Perfect time for
As SD grabs the staff, suddenly you feel a connection to a new being. You feel that it is SD that is also connected to you through the staff.
Yeah, the staff owns you now too, But I got it from Ivan.
At this point, the staff, having had the connection with the bag severed, will command SD to remove the bag, which he will do, and he will put the bag at his hip.
See, you got your bag back. It works.
So screwed.
Then,
We're doing something wrong.
suddenly, a wall of ice will materialize between SD and Bouge and the rest of the group.
So SD and Bouge and then the rest of us?
Yes. Bouge gets the feeling that if the staff had its way, the wall of ice would have gone straight through the vegetable cart, but it didn't quite angle that way. And all of the stuff in the market is completely safe. The wall just is separating SD and Bouge on one side with the staff.
Does he have the box?
The
No,
box
you
is
have
on
the
your
box.
side.
I have the box. Oh, where's Lucy?
Yeah, it's kind of Lizzie is also on your side.
Lizzie is on your side
Okay.
as well.
Oh, Lucy will not freeze.
It's basically us and the vegetable seller on one side, and you and the rest of the market on the other side.
No one takes damage. No one takes anything. Just suddenly there is a foot thick of ice. Let me look at
How big is
this.
the clearing?
The market
How big is the clearing around the
around the vegetable seller.
ice wall?
That is what I am looking up. This is wall of ice. Sixth level spell. Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm trying to check.
Okay. Wall of ice.
Can you pause for a second?
Yes. So, we
And the
have
ice wall?
confirmed that the ice wall would be up to 100 feet long. It reaches the door of the tent and stops. And looking the other way, it looks like it goes 70 feet through the market. Much to the staff's dismay, it has not hit anything in that path. But what does anyone want to do to react?
I want to
Not
catch the-
Bouge or SD. Because
We want to get to the ice wall on fire.
okay. How do you wish to catch the ice wall on fire?
With fireball.
Okay. Where are you centering fireball? Is it a 20-foot or 30-foot radius?
20-foot radius.
So 40 feet across.
I want to try and make it so it's not on the market at all.
Okay. There's about 25 feet between the tent and the vegetable seller's booth. So 40 feet, you're going to catch 15 feet of something.
And how close are we
To
to the radius?
So right now you're right next to the wall, but you would be able to move back. In fact, you feel very cold next to the wall, so you feel
Shit,
like you
let's
should
go back.
probably step back from it anyway.
So I give a warning, go cast fireball, everyone should back up.
How do you just tell the people next to you? Do you yell it?
I'll tell the cabbage dealer to back up. I'll yell it so everyone knows.
Okay. Let's see.
We have battle of elements.
As you hear that, the staff commands you and SD, get out of here, stat. And you immediately begin running as far from the wall as you can.
Okay.
So whoever's in there will need to make a dexterity save throw.
Artemilius moves back.
Assuming Susan is back.
Yes.
We run as far as fast as we can, trying to avoid running into these cabbages.
So where are you centering this? This will matter.
Like I said, probably at the entrance of the tent.
Okay. So
fun.
you'll catch 20
Oh, yeah.
feet of the ice wall and all of the tent, or whatever it is. Okay, the ice wall doesn't need to make a dex save.
Yeah.
28 points of fire damage.
Yes.
And the ice wall is super affected by fire.
Super effective.
Yes. Let me look up how much health it has.
Just want to make a hole. No one can get to the other side. Get to his favorite.
Okay. No. You hit for 28 regular.
Rick, 28 fire.
Yeah, well, yes. But okay, every inch of the wall within the radius is just gone. Now the tent fails its save. Takes 28 points of fire damage to the front, which is doubled. That is 56 points of fire to the front of the tent. Okay. So you see the fireball stops at the entrance of the tent. However, there is a flash of light where it makes contact with the tent, and everyone within 60 feet needs to make a dex save, which is everyone. No, it will follow with SD and Bouges. Oh my goodness. Okay, the
Close it.
Dirty 20.
Close it.
Artemilius, SD, the vegetable vendor,
His vegetables.
Sorry.
and so SD, the vegetable vendor, Artemilius are all told
So who gets the staff?
to
SD and I are both.
okay, make a strength save.
Oh, I got a 12.
11.
Okay, the SD and the staff are ripped from Bouge's grasp. Now, Bouge, you may choose to follow the pull. Oh wait, let's see if.
Does the staff want me to follow it?
And even Lizzie is being dragged by this pull. What were your
12.
12 dex save. 13. Okay, everyone but Bouge is pulled through this portal that is formed.
I'll say to the staff, see you on the other side.
And you choose not to.
Unless the staff commands me to come out there.
See, now stay out here.
Once the staff is wrenched from your hand and pulled into the void, you feel an absence where its command was.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just say, see you on the other side.
Okay.
Is the box still outside? Or is it inside again?
So only beings were pulled through the void.
Okay.
Through the portal. All of the vegetables, all of the ice wall, everything else stayed in the market. And Bouge is left in a 60-foot radius, which is pretty much the vegetable seller plus everyone else seems to have been able to batten down their stands because they were at least 40 feet away, but it looks pretty bad. The market is, everyone looks shaken. Nothing in the market looks like it's moved at all, but the people
I have no idea what just happened.
As everyone is probably looking at you because
that was one bad stab.
Can we blame it on the staff?
That's what I just did. That was one bad stab.
Okay, inside the tent, let's see. We now have. Huh?
Do you want to cut here?
Yeah, we will cut here to the new episode next time. But just to set the stage for what you're going to see next time, this tent, which to the best of the group's knowledge, inside appeared to be 20 by 20 feet with a back room, now contains a 10-foot by 10-foot giant lizard, as well as a vegetable dealer, Artemilies, the SD, Susan, and Tamira, as well as the shopkeep.
Poor cabbage dealer.
He's had a rough day.
Before we go there, everyone that has been pulled through make another dex save. Except Lissy.
17.
14.
Okay.
No, between the couches.
Artemilies and the cabbage dealer fall prone, and Lizzie lands on top of them, entering the tent. They each take
SD and the cabbage.
yes, SD and the cabbage dealer both take 9 point. No. Oh wait, yes. Did SD fail? Yes. SD also. So SD, the cabbage dealer, and Artemilius all take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as a giant lizard falls on top of them in the shop. The shopkeep looks up mildly amused. And we will end there. Thank you for joining us for episode 10. Remember, you can use the code episode 10, all letters, all caps, to get 10% off any item on arcanistarmory.com through May 15th. Thank you for joining us, and hope you join us next week.